put a ring on it. I think this is season 1, but it says season 2. Is this season 1 or 2? Anyways, can we just go ahead and just agree that Shay is a total Pickmesha? She is a Pickmesha to the 100th degree. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all need to just go ahead and say it. And the reason why a lot of you women are mad at me and the show and other people that love the show is because you are a Shay, right? You're sitting down begging a man to marry you, being a pick me. She's like, please, me, marry me, marry me. And he's telling you, I don't want to marry you. I'm not ready to get married. And you're sitting there nagging him and stressing this man into marrying you instead of you realizing, baby, he don't love you like that. He don't want to marry you, girl. Get up, pack your bags, and walk along. And my book, hopefully, Lord Jesus, I just sent the book to my editor again, my other editor, and she said November 21st. Sweet Jesus, that is too long. But anyways, my new book is this is exactly what my new book is about. Okay, stop wasting time with boyfriends if you want to if you stop being a girlfriend if you want to be a wife. All right. Welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married To. My name is Janice. Please be sure to subscribe, thumbs us up. Please remember my other channel, Study the Bible in 1 year. I need a few more subscribers on that channel, so please run on over and subscribe to that channel. So yes, honey, Shay's a Pickmesha. Here she is begging this man to marry. And you know what I noticed about Shay? She's really delusional. Like, I can really see her being 26. My daughter's 26. Okay, Lexi's 26. And I can really, it's my baby girl. I can really see Shay's immaturity because I just, well, when we get out of this, I want us to get engaged. And Dr. Nicole was talking to her, and Michael, I like Michael, by the way. And he was like, well, you know, this is the 3rd time we're doing this. First we got together, and then you left, and then you came back, and then you got together, and you left, and now you come back and you want to get married. And Dr. Nicole was like, well, have you thought about how that made him feel? And she said, oh no, I never thought about it. Okay, well, I'll apologize, then you can forgive me. And I'm like, is she crazy? It's like Shay only wants things to go her way. And how many of you know that marriage is not that? Marriage is give and take. But first of all, Shay, he don't want to marry you. And there's so many of you ladies out there, single ladies that's dating, have boyfriends, have fiancés for 11 years, waiting for him to marry you, nagging him about marrying you. You shouldn't wear my shirt, my lesson made blessing. You need to listen to those of us who, well, I wouldn't be me. I don't believe in boyfriends. My husband proposed in 8 months. And when he proposed, he wanted to get married in 2 months. So, he wasn't trying to get nobody. I said, why you was trying to get married so quick? He was like, because I didn't want to come up underneath me and take you away from me. Okay? Because he understood that, listen, this girl, she a hot potato, honey, and I need to lock her down quick, fast, and in a hurry. And he said he was going to propose at 6 months if I had told him I love him. But when he told me I love him, I was like, thank you, because I wasn't ready to say I love you because I didn't get the W-2s and I didn't get the credit report. Gather the data, girls, okay? There may be some on that credit report that I can't live with, just like that other boy that was in $500,000 worth of debt. Bye! Then the market crashed, child. He lost his job. He couldn't even afford his studio apartment. I had a 1-bedroom apartment. Okay, so how many of you ladies are like Shay? This is why I don't believe in having boyfriends. I don't believe in shacking up. I don't believe in getting with a man and then demand that he marry you. I believe in dating for marriage only. So Shay, perfect example for Shay is, if you want to get married, Shay, why are you with Michael? And like when she went out with Andre, he was so cute. He's such a cutie pie, but he is short for her because she's about 5'11". Shay's tall. So unless she make that decision to be with a short man, we can't force her. I don't think it's shallow. I just think it's something she has to decide. I couldn't do it, girl. I couldn't do a short man. Okay. I told my husband he lucky because he's 6 feet. He made it by the skin of his teeth. Okay. If you want to get married, ladies, a lot of you are like, if you want to get married, do not get into these situationships and shack up and building a life with a man and then beg him to marry you. Because who told you he was gonna marry you? What if he decide you're not the one for him? Okay, because the thing about getting married is ladies, when you think about marriage, you have to think about Christ and the church. And what did Christ do for the church? He died for the church. Girl, maybe he don't want to die for you. Have you thought about that? He don't want to do it for you. Because men know this is why they will leave you after you done spit 10 kids out and with you for 25 years and go marry some girl in 5 years, in 5 months. Because why? He know that's the one for her, for him. Okay. Now Shay's situation and Mimi and Ulysses, Lord, I hate that name Ulysses. He do look a lot like a Ulysses. Okay, he looks drunk and with his slurpy speech. And Hollywood and Ashley is because I really do believe that they're in a better situation than Shay. Shay is big. Please marry me. Please. Please. Just put my battery in my charger. Please marry me. Please marry me. And Ashley and Mimi's like, I want to get married, but I don't know if I want to get married to you. See? They're in a totally different situation because they can get up tomorrow morning and make up their mind like, you know what? I don't want this with you. Where Shay is like, I want this with you. And she's sitting there begging and pleading and nagging that poor man into marrying her instead of her realizing, look, maybe he don't want this with me. And he keeps saying, he's giving her all the clues she needs. He's saying, oh, she's my best friend. Maybe he just see you as a best friend for all of y'all. You know, they lie to us, be a man's best friend and then marry him. I think that is one of the stupidest thing. And I think it's a trap. Just like they say way to a man's heart is his belly. How many mac and cheese you don't cook and fried chicken, legs on the wall, climbing the wall, calling Jesus, swinging on the chandelier. He still ain't married you. He left you, girl. And he went and married a girl that can't even boil hot water. It's a trap. Okay, I don't believe in being a man's best friend. You 40, you don't have a best friend. What's wrong with you if you don't have a best friend, sir? If he's 40, he ain't got no best friend. Something is wrong. And I think that is a trap. Stop trying to be your friend. Stop trying to be the girlfriend. Stop trying to be the homegirl on the show, Ready to Love. The homegirls always get sent home. Nobody want them. Danny was being the homegirl. Sent her home. We don't want no homegirl. They want you to be sexually appealing. And maybe Michael just sees Shay as his best friend. And then he said, nothing from the outside can break us up. The only thing that can break us up is what's on the inside. And I'm like, fool, you foolish woman, Shay. He's telling you that it's an inward decision that you have to make to walk away from him. And he knows she ain't going nowhere because she wants him to marry her. And she needs to just get up and just stop waiting. And she's perfect age. She's 27. She's ready to get married. She's ready. Okay. Michael's 35. He not ready. And that's fine. Because a man has to be ready. Even Ready to Love, Chris, he said, you know what? I'm tired of this scratch my itch. I'm tired of the one night stands. I'm tired. He said, I'm tired of all that. I want something real. I want to settle down. They said men don't have biological clock. I beg to differ. My biological clock is ticking and I want a baby. And I'm like, you go ahead, Chris. Okay, all of a sudden I like him, even though he looks, I'm not like, I don't find him attractive, but what he said was right. He's ready. And that's what my dad says. He said, a man has to ready. You have to leave him alone. Let him get the dog out and let him get to that place where he is ready to be a husband. Because listen, a husband is no easy task. Okay. I am doing the 9 roles of a wife, but I'm going to come back and doing the role of a husband. The husband has one role. He got to do one thing. It is no easy task. And ladies, you just need to realize that maybe he don't want to marry you. Of all the guys I dated, I had a couple of them that wanted to marry me. I didn't want to marry them. Okay. But my husband and my college friends, the only two men that I wanted to marry. And then, there was Mr. Kryptonite, but that's a long story. But a man has to be ready. My daddy told me that. And my husband, he was in his mid 40s. I said, how come you're not married? Which makes no sense, because if he was married, he wouldn't be dating me to marry me, right? He said, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I said, all this time he's in Newark, I'm in Newark. How come we didn't meet? I said, if I had met you, would you say he wasn't ready? He was like, no, girl, I would have married you in a heartbeat. I said, okay. But the truth is, they have to be ready. But he said, when he was young, I wasn't ready. I had a house. I had no money. He said, I wanted to buy a house. I want to have some money in the bank. I want to be able to provide and take care of and protect my wife. I wasn't ready when I was younger. He said, when he was ready, he didn't meet somebody that he wanted to do all that he's doing for me for. So you see, ladies, they have to want to do for you, and they have to want to marry you. And I'm begging and pleading to my single sisters, please stop begging men to marry you. He has to want to marry you of his own free will. It has to be a decision that he has to make independent of you all by his. One day he just going to be sitting on the couch with his pants and his shirt watching the game. And he going to, my hand is in my pants pretending. He going to be like, that Janice. Man, I can't live my life without her. You know what? I think I need to marry this girl. I won't lose her. It's a decision he has to make. And men know, they know. My husband, he was like, he knew. He said, I knew I was gonna marry. That's why when we met for the first day, he was, can I take you out again tomorrow? And I'm going over my journal, my moments of gratitude journal that's going to be coming out perfectly by the end of this month. I'm going to be having 2 books coming out this month. I was reading over the book and I was writing in the journal, and I would say, oh my God, I really like this guy. He's so sweet. I'm going to marry him. I know I'm going to marry this guy, but he wants all my time. And I'm like, I'm not about to give one man all of my time, because I'm believing that, ladies. I believe in dating around. Okay. What does dating mean? Dating means together dating so that you can make an informed decision. Dating is also the process of elimination. So if you meet a man, and one of my journal entry, I said, Lord, I think it's time for me to let this guy, to drop this, let him go. I didn't use the word. I said, let him go. Why? Because this is what I said, because the information I'm getting on him is not what I want in a husband. So I dropped him and went along. And so if you're listening to this and you're like Shay, and you're dating like Shay, please stop. Get the book, 23 Times to Guide You by Me, on social media, okay? Get it in my new book coming out about not wasting time with boyfriends if you want to be a wife. Stop being girlfriends. My husband asked me to be exclusive. I said, oh, I don't believe in exclusivity, baby. I got no ring on my finger. Because I'm not going to stop dating other guys and just sit and wait for you to propose to me. I'm not going to do that. No. Because who told me you going to want to propose to me? And I don't believe in all these long datings and all these engagements. I always said I was going to meet him, date him, and marry him in 1 year. And if I had told my husband in 6 months I loved him, he would have proposed. And we would have been married at the end of the year, because when he proposed October, he wanted to get married in December. Okay, see, ladies, when he proposed, he's supposed to give you a date no longer than 6 months to a year. My husband was still on his knee proposing with his calendar. He said, okay, I was thinking we could get married December. What you say? I said, no, sir. I got to get my dress. I got to plan a wedding. He was like, okay, well, the last day we can get married is Mother's Day weekend. I said, Mother's Day weekend is, and I made it happen for Mother's Day weekend. We got married Mother's Day weekend. So please, I'm begging you, stop being a Shay. Okay, you don't need to be like Ashley and Mimi either, but I feel like they can just get up and walk, because they're questioning, do I want this with him? While Shay's like, I want to get married, and I want to get married to you. I want you to marry me. All right, I love you guys. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, stuff. Remember my other channel, Study the Bible 1 Year. Remember all my other videos too. I need some more views on these put the ring on it videos. My Ready to Love is doing good, but I know it's a new show, so I have to give people time to pick it up, but I need some more views on here. Okay, so watch it and come back and watch it another day. All right, I love you. Talk to you later. Bye. Mwah, mwah.